This is a disclaimer. Everything in this video is not meant to disrespect on the owners of the server. This video is only explaining my experience on the server and what you should expect when joining the server. This is not meant for any kind of hate towards the server and telling you to DM the host or say anything to the host of the server. This video is not telling you to do any of that stuff. This is only meant for a review and telling you my experience on the server. Hey guys, MC, welcome back to the video, and today, this is a video on why I left ASRP. So, today, this is going to be a, basically, kind of a start to finish on my experience. Kind of a review kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So, today, I'm going to explain, what happened. So, first, I was in Frontier, if you guys didn't know, and then I decided to switch over to a different server because Frontier wasn't getting that popular. So I switched over to a different server. Not going to say the name. You probably have heard me talk about it in different streams. You can hear the name then, but I'm not going to say it now. But I went into that server, and it wasn't really going well for me because I got banned for cop baiting when flipping off a cop is cop baiting somehow. But you know, I got banned from there, and then one of the department heads, or not department heads, my squad team leader, which was Parrish, he came in and asked me if I wanted to join one of his servers that he ran with his friends. So then I decided to say yes. I joined in, and I did, you know, I did the training application, whatever, to get into the department of MCSO. I was one of the first people to join. I was like one of the first 5, you know, civilian things to join. Other people were owners and part of staff. Otherwise, you know, I joined in and I was having fun at the server. Then sometime after, you know, looking at the server and making sure that it was, you know, a good server to make videos on, after maybe like a week or two, I actually started making videos, and that's where basically the videos started. And after a while of me being in the server, my friend came in and asked me if I wanted to join a server that he's trying to make. So then I decided to, you know, say that maybe I'll join. And then after that, I had Parrish come in and tell me that I couldn't join his server because I was a LEO in my server, and I couldn't, you know, become anything in his server, not even staff in his server. And I was like, why? And he said because that's dual clanning. I mean, I can kind of understand it, but I kind of don't at the same time. But you know, that happened, and then after a while, you know, I was in the server, and I had and also during this time we had somebody else who came in the server. He was a member. He was kind of I was in a call with me and my friend with him, and he was basically just saying a bunch of racist stuff to us, and also saying to somebody else in the server that he was a squeaker and he was like 9 years old, which was very rude too, because he wasn't 9 years old. He's one of my good friends. And then Parrish decided to do nothing about it. Like, Parrish didn't really care about what was happening. Like, he just really didn't care. Like, the dude even had a role called Parrish's son, which means he was probably favoritized. But then after a while, you know, he was banned. But at the same time, I was talking to a bunch of people, and I was like, man, I feel like Parrish is, you know, favoritizing, and you know, I was crying during it because I don't like it when people say other things and rude things to people, and it doesn't get taken care of, and they don't get punished for it. I really don't like that. Like, I really don't like it. And I was talking to them about it, and you know, Parrish eventually was talking to me, and he was saying that the situation was taken care of and nothing should be said about it. And I still didn't. You know, I kind of forgot about it at the end of the day, but I still kept it at the back of my head because it was still kind of bad because Parrish should favoritize a bullying and disrespectful racist person, and I really don't like it. But and then later, after a while, 4 people actually came in and they told a kid in the server to go kill himself. Technically, it wasn't really that way, but I take it as that way because it's kind of messed up. But basically, what the kid said is that I'm having suicidal thoughts, right? And there was 3 people who said to him, you know, go call the suicidal hotline, and didn't talk to him at all. So they really didn't care. So they got banned. All 3 of them. I got banned for you know, community toxicity and everything. And then after that, after a while, I was just sitting there, and that person actually got banned for 15 days, and it was unappealable. The person who, was told that, the kid who was told that, got banned for 15 days. He wanted to do an appeal, but it was unappealable for some reason. And he basically got banned just because they wanted him to take a break, and still don't understand why. But after that, he got unbanned, and then one of the people who actually said that to him actually got unbanned and what I was told is that they didn't even have to put an appeal in for their unban. Didn't have to put an appeal in. They got unbanned instantly just because the host, which is Parrish, decided to unban him. What I was told is that there was no unban, and Parrish unbanned him because there was no appeal, and they still got unbanned. And what I was told is because Parrish is their friend, so he didn't have to put in an appeal, which I think is unfair. Just because somebody is his friend, he's able to get unbanned without appeal. I don't really think that's fair, but this is what I was told. So after that, I was on the server much, and that person actually got a high rank in a department. And that person who got unbanned got a high rank in a department instantly. Not sure if they did training. What I was told is that they still didn't do training. They just got instantly in there without doing anything. And then they got welcomed to staff team, and they didn't even have to become a trainee. They just instantly became a moderator. Which I think is also unfair, especially since what they did in the server. And then around this time, my friend actually had a different 5M server, which was called High Life Roleplay. So he had that server, and what he was doing in there, he had an Arizona base, and he actually asked Parrish if he could help him out with stuff. And Parrish, said yes, I'll help you out with this stuff. Now, at least that's what I was told, so... Then after Parrish told him that he would help him out, he had some of the cars from Arizona, ASRP, and he was doing it Arizona-based. So then Parrish decided to blacklist his server, because Parrish thought he was inviting people to his server, even though he really wasn't, and there was really no proof of it either. And also blacklisted the server for copying ASRP. Even though Parrish, helped him out with everything. So somehow that happened. I have no idea why. Because he'll tell me something, and then I'll quote him later, quote what he said, and then he'll say he never said that. Which it's like, you'll see an example of this later. So that's also showing that Parrish, likes to take his power. And then he actually also later, they actually decided to merge with ASRP. They merged with the server, so... And Parrish was like, oh, you're going to merge with my server? Alright, well, I guess I'll go ahead and unblacklist your server, and then, you can merge, because, there's nothing Parrish likes more than members. I'm just going to say it. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but there's nothing he likes more than members. And, get this too, Parrish had, so many high ranks in the department. He had 6, I think. He was head of staff, he was the host. He was the head of the department of choice. He was also head of FBI. I think he was also head of SWAT. So that's just way too much power, in my opinion, for one person. And then, after that, December came around and snow was around. So, I decided to make, maybe two to three videos of me, going unmarked or whatever, as a, Crown Vic, unmarked Crown Vic. Made 2 to 3 videos on that. Then after that, every other video was with a Dodge Ram 4x4, marked truck. These are the parts you need to remember. Towards the end part, these are the parts you need to remember very well. But I had the Ram 4x4, and I was using it, and, Parrish came around and he was saying, why are you not going marked? And I was like, I am going marked. Because, I was using the Ram 4x4. But, every day I would use the Ram 4x4. And, because he told me I couldn't go unmarked. So I went marked, but he still told me to go marked, even though I was already marked. And, there was also snow around. And, to the first part that he added snow into the game, went during December for, Christmas time. He would add snow into the game, and, for the first time that he added snow on, I would get on, and, I would enjoy the server. And then, I decided that I would make a thing for me where I would make videos during snow, and when there's not snow, I would still stay on the server and, play around and do my stuff that I need to do in the server and roleplay. And then during that, when there is snow, I would make a video and, get done with it. Cause, it's Christmas time. I want to make a video during the snow, make it pretty festive. I would, make videos during the snow. And, the first time that snow came around, once he turned snow off, I stopped the video and I was like, might as well go ahead and get off right now and go edit a little bit. Go ahead and edit the video. And then he DM'd me and he was like, why'd you get off? And I said, I'm going to edit the video. So then at the end of it, he said, why did you get off? And, I was going to edit the video. So then, after that, the next time that I got on the server, I actually, there was no snow. And then after a while of me being on, he turned snow on. And I was making a video during that time. And then once snow turned off, I was on the server for a little bit longer. And then after a while of me being on the server, like probably 5 to 10 minutes after snow turned off, I decided to get off. Might as well go ahead and edit the video. And then he DM'd me and he was like, "Why are you getting off when snow turns off?" And I was like, "I'm going to edit a video. Plus I got to get off tonight because it's getting late." And then he told me I was still getting off just because snow turned off. All right, got it. Then after a while of, I said to him I was going to take a break from 5M and everything. So then I took a break from 5M. Got it. After I took that break, I was playing, Red Dead Redemption with a online friend. During that time I was playing Red Dead Redemption mostly with my friend Owen, which I've known for 7 years now. He's a real life friend. He's a very good friend of mine. You probably see him in my old videos if you're like an OG. But then after, at the time of this, it was a few days later, it was like, somewhere around near Christmas. And, I was actually, I was talking to another real life friend, a different real life friend. It was not Owen, but I was talking to a different real life friend. And at the same time, I was editing a video and I was eating food. So I was pretty busy at the time. And then Parrish DM'd me and told me I had to get on the server or I'm going to be fired and demoted. So then I told him I can't, I'm busy. And he just said the same thing. He's going to take my rank away if I don't get on. So then, he told me I had to get on. This is something I need to note down too. But he told me I had to get on or I was going to be fired. And he also said to me in a call that he said it in the announcements, and there was nothing in announcements. Then I checked general, and he said it in general 40 minutes before it happened, which didn't give me time to prepare. So that's kind of unfair to me. And then once I got on, I was kind of in a grumpy mood for about, I'd say 20 minutes, or probably a little bit early into the training that he had to make me do. It was a training, by the way, that he wanted me to get on to do, even though I've already done training. He still made me do it again. Everybody else had to do it, by the way. Everybody in the server had to do the training. So then during that training, for the first 20 minutes, I was kind of in a grumpy mood. But then during the rest of it, I was pretty, positive. I was, doing the whole training that we had to do. Had to do code 5 stops, traffic stops. And then we had to run from all the way from Los Santos International Airport to Sandy Shores. Not sure if you know, but I'll go ahead and give you a GTA 5 map right now. This is where we have to start, and we had to go all the way to Sandy Shores, running, on foot. So it took us a long time. They were playing music during the time of us running, and I was singing along to the music. It was pretty fun, in a positive mood, pretty fun. And then once we got to, Sandy Shores, the thing was ended, and then the whole training was ended. Then I was told to get into an MCSO office, Maricopa County office.
Join MCSO waiting bubble, please.
Oh, okay. In Discord. And I went in, and then the person who was unbanned, I don't want to say any names, but especially for what he did, that's kind of mean to say his name, but the person who got unbanned and then given mod was a high rank in MCSO also, and he was 03, I was 04, and then he told me that I was getting demoted down to 16, which is way farther down.
At this time, you will be getting a demotion.
Like, I was over at 04 in command team and everything, department head, and he would demote me down to 16.
It will be to either first lieutenant or major.
Even though I was, doing so good in the department on almost every day, I took a break, and I took a break from then, and I was after that. I told them I was taking a break from 5M, and you know they still demoted me anyways. And then I said I wanted to talk to the owner of the server. I wanted to talk to Carter about some of the things of where the server's going. I wanted to talk about this. Because the sheriff of the department, host, parish, and him was thinking about demoting me. And think about this. Before this, the sheriff of my department, which is Knight, he was on my my Discord server, and he was in the staff team as a junior admin. Or maybe it was an admin, I'm not sure. It was either junior admin, or senior admin. I think he was senior admin. But then, after that, Knight was doing pretty good, and then he false banned somebody on my server. And then I told him that he can't ban somebody for that because it wasn't in the rules. So then he decided to just leave my server all in all without saying anything. So then I talked to him and I was like, why'd you leave? And he said, I don't want to talk about it. He said he didn't want to talk about it. So I was like, okay, I mean, I guess she resigned. So, I mean, I took everything off. But now we're going to go back to where we were after he demoted me. The person said that the owner wasn't on. The owner of the server was not on. So I had to talk to Parrish himself, and I was in my mind saying, oh, I don't want to talk to Parrish right now. I really don't want to talk to Parrish. I really just don't want to talk to him. So then, no matter what, I still had to talk to Parrish, and I was talking to Parrish about the flaws about him. I didn't want to say it directly to his face because it's kind of rude, but at that point, he asked me to tell him the flaws about the server. I was telling him I don't want to say it because I would hurt his feelings. I told him I didn't want to say it, and in my mind I was like, I'm going to hurt his feelings if I do. But he told me to say it anyways. So I had to say it, and I told him about everything that was happening. And then the owner joined in, and he was talking to me. And I was talking about Parrish, and of course, since, it's everything about Parrish. Parrish is denying everything I said about him. Because, it's something bad about him, so he's going to deny it.
No, that's not why. Demanding. Me? Demanding? I find that hard to believe.
And then after a while of talking to him, I went over to the owner of the server, and I was talking to him, which is Jay Carter. He's the owner of the server. I was talking to him, and he was saying to me about everything that was going on, and I was telling him everything that was going on. And he said he was going to talk to the founder of the server and see if they can do anything with Parrish and see if they can fix everything that's going on so I can stay in the server, because I told him I'm probably going to leave the server if this doesn't change. So then after a while, Parrish told me to get in his office and talk to him. I said I didn't want to talk to him. So I went in, I talked to him, and then we were talking about what was going on. And of course, if you guys remember earlier when he said for me to get on for the training, and I had to or I was going to be fired. He said to me that I didn't have to get on after that when I was talking to him. He said I didn't have to get on. And then, and I told him, you did say that I had to be fired. And he said that he didn't say that I would be fired.
So, never, not once, I'm sorry to say, but I have never threatened to take your position away.
And then after a while, I told him I wanted to go on LOA because I wanted to take a break from 5M. I told him if I wanted to leave or not after that. I guess I'll go on LOA. So then, I was in the middle of taking my break from 5M. I was playing with my friend, having some fun, on Red Dead. Then he told me to get another call. So during this call, he was, telling me that I would only get on when there's snow, and I would only go unmarked while I'm LEO. Which was untrue. If you guys heard earlier, I was telling you about how I wasn't doing that, and I was always going marked, and, I'd be on even if there wasn't snow. He was just accusing me of that. He might have thought that I didn't, maybe because he was only on when it was snowing. He was only on with me when it was snowing. But at the same time, he said to me that he was on when it was snowing. So it's either he's lying to me that I wasn't on when there was no snow, or he just didn't know that I was on when there was no snow. So after that, I went on LOA and I was enjoying my time with my friend. And then on Christmas Eve, I was doing a stream on Among Us and with my friend Owen again. We were having some fun, and then I had the owner come in to the stream chat and tell me it was 3 o'clock p.m. He told me I had until 7 o'clock p.m. to think if I wanted to leave the server or not. Leave the department. Then 5 minutes later, he DMs me and tells me that I'm going to be fired anyways. It wasn't even 7 o'clock. It was like at 3 o'clock. It wasn't even 7 o'clock yet. And he was still telling me, and he was still saying that I had to be fired. And I was kind of mad at that point. I knew that I was gonna leave anyways, so I didn't really care about it. And then after that, that night after I ended this stream, I was talking to my friend, and I was talking to him, and I said in his DMs, like, I got fired. He said, why? And I said they told me that I had until 7 o'clock to think if I wanted to leave or not. And I still got fired anyways, even though it was 5 minutes later. It wasn't even 7 o'clock, wasn't even close to 7 o'clock. And then, after that, I noticed to the side of my screen that I actually got banned from ASRP, and I realized that I was banned for community toxicity, owner disrespect, and staff disrespect. Still not sure how any of that makes sense. It still happened. Still not sure how that happened. Still not sure how that makes any sense at all. Didn't really care. I was like, oh, I'm banned from ASRP. Don't really care, because I was gonna leave anyways. And then I was again enjoying my time on Red Dead Redemption. This week I was basically playing Red Dead Redemption the whole time with my friend, because he just got Red Dead Redemption. So I was teaching him how to play and everything. That was on Christmas Eve that I got banned. Then after that, I realized that my staff members were leaving my server. My staff members from my fan server, my Discord server. My staff members were leaving, including my head of staff. So they all left. I asked the head of staff why you guys were leaving, and he said, because ASRP blacklisted my server. Blacklisting means that nobody can join that server, and if they do, they'll get banned from ASRP. So they blacklisted my server and told anybody that would be staff on there and didn't leave in the next 24 hours would be banned. So I'm just taking this as toxicity. Themselves are being toxic to me. Just because they banned me and they think I did something wrong when I didn't, they're gonna blacklist my server. Even though I've done nothing wrong to their server, I haven't stolen their members. It's not a 5M server, so it's not reasonable to blacklist it. So all they're doing is just being toxic to me and blacklisting my server, just to make me feel sad and angry at them, and try to fuel the fire more. So they blacklisted my server, and most of my staff members left, and some of my members in general left. And I was kind of mad. I was kind of mad at them, taking my members and everything. So I banned them both from the server for taking my members. Remember, that was listed in the rules. But something about the server is that they would have rules in that server, but they would never list them in the actual rules. So you could literally do something wrong, but it's not listed in the rules, and you could get banned for it even though it's not listed in the rules. So that basically shows me that Parrish has too much power, and he likes to use that power to his advantage, and he can do whatever he wants with his power. If somebody does something wrong, or if somebody does something that he doesn't like, he can just ban them. But it doesn't have to be listed in the rules. They both got banned for taking my members. And that's basically the whole thing that happened. All of this was just caused just by the owners. And so if you guys have heard of the old server and how I was talking about it, and how everybody on that server, all the staff members were bad and they weren't doing well on that server, Parrish and his friends were very high in departments, and I feel since they were from that server, they kind of learned what they did in that server, and they basically just did the same thing that the old server that we were in did, and they basically just turned out the same way. ASRP is just it's going to crap. I used to like the server, and then they just decided to demote me for no reason, and false information that they gave me I got demoted for, which is unfair, and I'm not thinking about joining back into the server. The owner actually messaged me later and said, and he tried to join back in the server, and then he realized he was banned for taking my members. And then he said in my DMs, taking your members? Those are my members. And you see what I mean? Parrish even DM'd me, and he was saying, you're not coming back to my server. Not our server, because there were 3 people who ran the server. And he didn't say our server, he said my server, which means that Parrish thinks it's his server, and he has full control over it. That also proves that he was power hungry. Then later they would DM me over and over and send me stuff that just felt really toxic. They would just say so many things that were just toxic and toxic. It's like over and over and over. And also, he would say that I'm only on a few minutes a day when... And at the same time, literally during this, he was telling me that he would report this video that I'm making right now for false information, even though I literally have proof for most of the things that I'm saying here. The first things that I was saying before, in the first part, I wasn't taking screenshots. But now, I started to take screenshots because I knew I was going to leave the server, and I knew I was going to make this video at some point. So I knew I had to take screenshots. That's why I didn't have proof before, but now I do. I appreciate you guys for watching. That's my story on the server, my review, my opinion, whatever happened to me on the server. So this is basically a video just, warning you, if you do want to join ASRP, this could possibly happen to you as well. So I'm just telling you. This is my experience on ASRP. It's just another server out there. They think they're gonna grow. Parrish even DM'd me and told me, we're gonna grow, we're gonna become a big server, so that also makes me take it as if he wants popularity in the server and he wants members. Doesn't want anything else, doesn't want to make the members happy, he just wants members. That's what I'm thinking. It's kind of like Rockstar Games. I'm not trying to crap on Rockstar Games, but all they want is money, so I'm feeling like that's what Parrish wants. He also, one of the things about Parrish is, if you guys remember that one Halloween party, it's basically just the end. It's basically just the end of the video, but if you guys remember that one Halloween party we had, I got awarded $25 because I won the Halloween party.
You won.
No, you're kidding me.
If I was kidding you, I would have fucking said,
You're kidding me.
So decide on if you wanna Cash App, PayPal, or Steam.
I have PayPal, but there's no way you're serious.
Congratulations. I need you to send me your PayPal.
Oh my god. Alright. And Parrish would give it to me, and I'm not gonna say what job Parrish has, but he's got a good job and he earns a lot of money. Alright. And I was DMing him. I was like, when am I gonna get my $25? It was like a month later, and he said that I was gonna get it in like a week after the Halloween party, and it was a month later, and I was asking him easily. I didn't want to say that I'm begging for money or something, but because I didn't want to act like that. But I was easily asking, just when are you gonna give me my $25? And he would say to me that he doesn't have money, and for every month I would ask him, he would still say he doesn't have money. And now, since I've left the server and he's banned me and blacklisted my server, he said that he's not going to give me the money. So basically the whole time he's kind of just scamming me, and he wouldn't give me the money. So that's what I'm taking of the server. He just wanted money. He didn't want to give any of his money away. And you know what the saddest part was? I literally was DMing him when I would ask him, and sometimes I'd even tell him that my mom needed the money because we were going broke. My mom needed the money, so I needed $25, and he still refused to give it to me. Never. I waited almost 3 months, and he still wouldn't give it to me. So I think that's just messed up, in my opinion. It's very rude. I just also want to say, in the comment section down below, there will probably be a bunch of comments by the staff team telling me that I'm wrong. I just want to say, don't believe them. If they do say something and it's verified, then I'll go ahead and heart it. But if it's not true, then then I'm probably not gonna heart it. But just know that there's probably gonna be people down there that I'm gonna say false things about the video. You know what I mean? That's basically the end of this video here. I'm going to be joining a different server at some point, hopefully. But just know that I've got a server in plan. I'm already looking at a server right now, and I think it's a good server, and I'm probably gonna go for it. So yeah, just expect some more 5M videos soon. But right now, that's basically just gonna be it for a while. I'll be playing other games, maybe doing some streams on Roblox or whatever. But I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe to the MC Crew. Turn on post notifications just for that I post. I'll see you guys later. From Jack Nation. See you guys. Bye.